That is Rapunzel, bro. That is Rapunzel. I don't care what anyone says.
Disney thinks they can just slap a blonde wig on her. It just does not work. All y'all trying to call people racist for saying they don't want this. Have you seen Tangled?
Then she could be Tiana.
They think they're appeasing us and giving the audience what we want. It's not what we want.
Hey guys, it's Misha and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about another possible race swap for a Disney live action remake of the movie Tangled. Now in case you didn't know, Tangled is about Rapunzel, which is a German fairy tale, and her golden hair is a very important part of the story. Actually, everything revolves around her golden hair. So there's a rumor going around that Rapunzel is going to be played by Avantika. So since this is just a rumor, I do want to focus on the reactions because I'm getting the impression, especially on social media, right, that people are starting to wake up. Okay, are starting to say, we've had enough of this nonsense, of this lazy race swapping. So let's take a look at these rumors, at people's reactions to this casting. But before we start, please make sure you are subscribed and have hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. So I loved Tangled growing up. I think it's a really good movie. It has good music. It has the colorful lights and everything. I also like that creepy element to it with Mother Gothel, especially at the end of the movie, if you remember. It would be sad for Disney to completely change the story, especially since I think Tangled did very well. But what can we expect from Disney when they seem to be set on race swapping every single Disney princess? So I thought, let's speed up the process. I will give Disney some ideas, okay? So for Tiana from Princess and the Frog, how about Anne Hathaway? Princess Jasmine can be played by Emma Watson. Moana? Amy Adams. It's so perfect. I mean, these are just stories after all. This would just be acting. What's the problem? If race swapping is so important to Disney, I think those are great ideas. If you truly want to be diverse. If she can be Rapunzel, she can be Ariel, or she Tinkerbell, then she could be Tiana. She can be Esmeralda, and she can be Jasmine. She's literally Jasmine. All that's left is to put a black wig on her. So if Disney does have to make another cash grab live action remake, I think they should at least respect the source material. They should at least have actors and actresses who resemble the original characters. Whoever plays Rapunzel should look like Rapunzel. If you want more representation, more diversity, great. Make your own story. Stop taking established characters and just changing the race because that's lazy, that's unoriginal, and there are so many great fairy tales that you can use from other cultures. Now, we already had a similar rumor regarding the new Pirates of the Caribbean reboot, and that's what it's gonna be now, that Jack Sparrow is gone, no more Johnny Depp. It's going to be a female pirate, and she will possibly be played by Ayo Edebiri.
Disney, listen. The only reason we all made an exception for Ariel is because she was a fish. A fish who wanted some legs so she could go get her man.
Based off of a Danish fairy tale, so also I don't think it makes a lot of sense for her to be black.
There is a problem, however, with the casting of Rapunzel. She's stunning. It's not her that's the problem. It's the fact that Disney thinks they can just slap a blonde wig on her and everybody's going to call it a day. You cannot put a blonde wig on anybody and let it make sense. It just does not work. Not everybody is meant to be a blonde. All y'all trying to call people racist for saying they don't want this. Have you seen Tangled? Do you know the storyline? Hey, this is the sundrop flower. Keyword, sun. So she has blonde hair. Naturally blonde. Okay? If the flower is a sundrop flower, sun, do you want her hair to glow brown? It's glowing like the sun. Blonde. At this point, everybody needs to stop supporting all the live actions that they're starting to put out because they're just throwing people in these roles because they think they're appeasing us and giving the audience what we want. It's not what we want. Make a whole new princess, make a whole new prince, make a whole new role for them. Don't just stick them in the role of an older princess. That's not what we want.
Why can't Rapunzel look like her original character? The main point in the movie is about her magical blonde hair. Avantika is pretty, but y'all know damn well that some contacts and a wig isn't gonna transform her into a Rapunzel. Oh my gosh, maybe Sabrina Carpenter as Jasmine. Disney, take notes. Jojo Siwa as Mulan. Margot Robbie as Tiana. How about Dylan Mulvaney? That, actually I take it back, that's actually the perfect casting right there. I won't be satisfied until Dylan Mulvaney is our next Disney princess. I wouldn't be surprised, actually. I would not be surprised. He could be up in the tower filming his Days of Girlhood TikToks. Day 100 of Girlhood. I might go see the lanterns later, but first I have to get my nails done because that's what it means to be a girl. Ah ha ha ha! That's a perfect Rapunzel. There are of course people defending this casting, so let's watch those videos. If y'all do what was done to Hallie with Miss Avantika, goodbye. Just admit you're racist and leave. She would be a perfect Rapunzel. Face card, bye. She's literally perfect for Rapunzel. Are you kidding? Is this satire.
Everyone's talking so much shit about Avantika playing Rapunzel, but like, that is Rapunzel, bro. That is Rapunzel. I don't care what anyone says.
Okay, so you just photoshopped.
She's Rapunzel. And I know this is like a fan cast, it's not official, but girl, she would eat as Rapunzel.
No, something tells me if we take a white girl and we change her hair and her eye color and we say, this is Tiana, people wouldn't like that.
It is about damn time we have some South Asian representation. Of course, it would be nice to have our own Disney princess, but when is that gonna happen? Of course, it should happen. I want it to happen. But yeah, what?
Why can't Disney give you your own princess? She's very pretty, but this is not Rapunzel.
Y'all blind. Y'all need to get your eyes checked, because that's Rapunzel right there.
1 second. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. Hi. Okay. Let's be honest. I am Mulan. Actually, I'm Pocahontas. If the race doesn't matter, or I'm Jasmine. And if you say I'm not Jasmine, Mulan, or Pocahontas, you're racist. Just admit you're racist. So here is Avantika.
When was the first time you felt represented on screen?
First time I felt represented on screen, like properly represented in Hollywood, is probably Bridgerton, which is
So again, she's very pretty, does not look like Rapunzel, okay? And speaking of representation, this reminds me of a Bretman Rock clip. And I did not expect this from Bretman, but watch this video.
I'm gonna stand here and lie to you guys that I never saw myself on TV. But that would be a lie because my mom only really watched TFC growing up, so everything that I absorbed on TV was Filipino people, so I was always seeing myself in TV. So that's why when people say like I never saw myself on TV, girl, change the channel. The hell?
If you want to see a Disney princess who looks like you, great. We have Disney princess who are POC. We can make more. Let's create original movies. Or we can take Tangled and completely change everything about it so that it could flop in the theaters because we're going to focus on DEI instead of creating a good movie. You know what else? It's so interesting because people are always going on about how, you know, having certain hairstyles could be cultural appropriation. White women can't do braids. They can't do this. They can't do that. But we're going to take an Indian actress. We're going to dye her hair blonde and put contacts in her eyes. Okay, so next up, let's make an Indian Disney princess. Let's get a white actress. We're gonna dye her hair. We're gonna put contacts in and make her look like the princess. How's that? Here's a video talking about the braids.
This is a braid, this, and this. As we can see, these hairstyles all look very different, even though they have the same general turn. That's why they're further classified as a box braid, or a knotless braid, or a cornrow, or a Dutch braid, or a French braid. It doesn't make sense to justify wearing African-American cultural braided hairstyles by saying, well, the Dutch had braid, the French had, Vikings had braid. Because as we just saw, those are not the same thing. It's just a general term. So instead of trying to use irrelevant points to justify appropriating a culture when they've clearly told you they don't like it and is disrespectful, just stop and go wear those braids.
Okay, wait a second. Even if you're wearing a different kind of braid, so? How is that offensive? If a black person wears a Dutch braid, then that offends a Dutch person. Should they then have to stop because that's a different kind of braid from a different culture? Or no, people don't have to listen to you. I'm sorry that you're getting offended if people just want to try a different hairstyle. You don't have a magic wand and say, okay, now you have to stop because I make the rules. And if I'm offended, you can't do it anymore. Yeah, that's not how it works. So you can try different hairstyles. Like, I don't care if Avantika, let's say, even if she's not playing Rapunzel, if she dyed her hair blonde. I don't care. I don't think any normal person would be offended by that or care about that. Nor do I think it's racist if a white woman wants to get braids, wants to dye her hair. This is crazy. You don't own a hairstyle. So she could dye her hair blonde and she could put in the contacts. I don't think that's cultural appropriation. I don't think that's racist. But going by leftist logic, it is, or it should be at least. I think people should be able to do whatever they want with their hair. So she can dye her hair blonde. That doesn't mean she now looks like Rapunzel. And that's all for today's video, guys. Please let me know what you would think if Avantika played Rapunzel in the comments below. Also, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And also follow me on my other social media platforms that's in the description. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.